Japan is a place known by many as the land of the rising sun. Recognized for its technological innovation, safety, and strong cultural influence. But it is also a country that holds many dark stories. A place that isn't as perfect as many people believe. Our story begins in August 1989, when a concrete drum was discovered at a construction site in Koto, Tokyo. You might be wondering what's so unusual about a concrete drum. Inside, authorities found a body encased in concrete. After forensic analysis, it was confirmed that the remains belonged to Junko Furuta, a teenage high school student. Junko was a 17-year-old girl, born on January 18, 1971. She was in high school, very popular, and well-liked. She dreamed of becoming an idol. She was also known for her beauty and her high grades at Yashio Minami High School. Junko was hardworking and determined. In her free time, she worked a part-time job to help support her parents. And that year, she was saving money for her graduation trip. Tragically, Junko never lived long enough to fulfill her dreams or even take that long-awaited trip. On November 25, 1988, Junko was abducted while riding her bicycle home. The four perpetrators responsible were Hiroshi Miyano, Shinji Minato, Joe Ogura, and Yasushi Watanabe. According to some reports, the crime may have been motivated by unrequited feelings, as Miyano had allegedly been rejected by Junko. However, this version of events has never been fully confirmed. In later testimony, Miyano denied that claim, stating he chose her at random, that she was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Miyano was known as a troubled and delinquent teenager who often bragged about having connections to the Yakuza. It's not surprising that Junko would have wanted nothing to do with him. She was responsible, did not drink or use drugs, and had a bright future ahead of her, a future that was taken away. After the alleged rejection, Miyano and his friend Shinji Minato were hanging around a park looking for victims. Both already had histories of delinquent and violent behavior. Around 8:30 p.m., they spotted Junko and decided she would be their next target. Minato knocked her off her bicycle and fled. Miyano then approached her, pretending to help and claiming he had witnessed the attack. He offered to walk her home to make sure she was safe. After that day, Junko was never seen alive again. On the way, Miyano threatened her, boasting about his Yakuza connections. He took her to an abandoned factory where he assaulted her. Afterward, he brought her to a park where he met up with Minato, Ogura, and Watanabe. From there, they took her to Minato's family home. For 44 days, Junko endured unimaginable abuse. To prevent her family from becoming suspicious, they forced her to call home and tell her parents she had run away with a boyfriend. All of this happened inside Minato's family home. Many people find it disturbing that it occurred under the roof of his parents. In statements, they claimed they were afraid of retaliation because their son was associated with the Yakuza. Still, for many, that explanation is difficult to accept. They used to throw parties and bring several of their associates, believed to be other members of the Yakuza, to quote-unquote have fun with the young woman. According to forensic reports, Junko was assaulted more than 400 times by Miyano and his accomplices. Evidence indicated that genetic material from over 100 men was found. She suffered severe physical trauma, including injuries caused by the insertion of various objects such as knives, blades, and metal rods. After enduring weeks of relentless physical, mental, and psychological torture, Junko died on January 4, 1989. The brutality of the crime shocked Japan. Public outrage was not only directed at the cruelty inflicted on Junko, but also at the sentences handed down to those responsible. Miyano, who was 18 at the time and considered the ringleader, was sentenced to 20 years in prison. The others, Minato, Ogura, and Watanabe, were sentenced to between 5 and 7 years because they were minors. The sentences sparked nationwide debate about juvenile law, youth violence, and the influence of organized crime on young people. It is impossible for us to fully comprehend the suffering Junko endured. But it is important that her story be remembered. A young woman with a promising future who had the misfortune of crossing paths with individuals who destroyed not only her life, but undoubtedly the lives of her parents as well.